When it was announced that Studio Series 86 Blaster was going to be a thing, I absolutely knew it was going to be the Kingdom mold. And let me tell ya, I have absolutely zero problem with that. The Kingdom Blaster mold completely fucks. And while I don't believe in the perfect figure per se, I do believe that there is such a thing as a perfect Voyager. And a more tune-accurate 86 Blaster does really make me want to see just how much they can improve upon an already peak design. But honestly, man, with these bullshit price hikes, I was kind of fine with the one that I had and was actually considering skipping him. Oh no! Fuck! Oops! Fuck me, stupid daddy! They made eject entirely out of translucent plastic. I'm not talking Classics Optimus Prime clear plastic. I'm talking Studio Series 86 Jazz backpack level plastic. Recyclable ass, bullshit ass, yee ass tastical plastic. Holy fuck! And then the stock image came out for 86 Blaster, and he was fully painted in a gorgeous tune-accurate color scheme with opaque plastic and an opaque plastic cassette. I get that no figure is perfect, but this feels like weaponized obsolescence, especially when the figure has zero differences in play value, articulation, transformation, robot mode, boombox mode, and it's literally just Kingdom Blaster with not shitty plastic. I mean, talk about emotional manipulation here. I wanted my baby boy back. Look how they slaughtered my boy. So I got simped into paying another $34.99 for yet another Voyager.
Just one small problem!
Yes, sir. In spite of his brand spanking new $45.99 price tag, Studio Series 86 Blaster at the previous price marker would have been the perfect Voyager. And this is for a multitude of reasons. But is he really worth the brand new $45 father-fucking-dollary-do price tag? Blaster's new stunning boombox mode is over here being the most 80s thing of all time, showing up the competition in the cosmetic department with a paint job that is truly S-tier. They did cut off some of the paint on the button layouts from his previous boombox mode, but instead of a clear plastic window now, the new one's painted with every tune-accurate detail covered with an opaque cassette that is also painted with every tune-accurate detail covered. But this is also kind of the figure's problem because it relies a little too much on its paint for the cosmetics. The handles are already starting to chip off gray like it's shedding its fur for the winter, and the back does have some gaps in it, and you might think, oh guys, this is a boombox, it should have been an easy fix. But Netflix Soundwave did an objectively worse job of concealing its kibble in several different ways, so I can't really complain that much about it, especially considering Hasbro claimed that they didn't have the budget to make Netflix Soundwave just a regular Voyager, and it turned fucking brown later on. Transformation into robot mode retains its S-tier peak status by having the outer walls of the boombox fold neatly into the back of the calves with precision so sharp it can get you a paper cut. But the feet chip paint a ton because it's a pain in the ass to fold them out. The thing that really gave this thing such an amazing transformation, though, is the chunky G1 spirit throughout the entire process. Everything satisfyingly clicks and slams together with the power of a brick shithouse to give us the baddest subwoofer son of a bitch on the market. The cassette has an idiot-proof transformation, but also has a head that can be a royal pain in the ass to fold up in the process. But, like, real talk here, can we talk about the fact that a bot meant to be a fucking accessory for a Voyager somehow has better articulation, plastic balance, and stability than most of the $10 Siege Micromasters did? It's actually criminal how good Eject is as a bot. The immaculate paint on the head, the tiny gold highlights on the chest, and the tiny little sculpted in fists makes him adorably fierce on the battlefield of this kitchen counter because the show operates here on zero production budget. Thanks, tariffs! Blaster himself in bot mode is still absolute perfection, with a brand new white painted toon accurate head sculpt that really makes his facial features pop with the blandest emotional expression on the planet. Okay, seriously, could we not have used a twin cast head for this? It would have been objectively better in the grand scheme of things, but again, there are one or two areas on this guy that will chip paint, and it will suck to watch. The feet take a lot of force to fully fold in for transformation, and the red highlights in his upper thighs do slightly run behind the panels that make up the size of his boombox mode, but articulation-wise, you know when you can do static shots of him actually breakdancing alongside Rewind, who, may I remind you, is the size of my fucking thumb. You know you cooked in the actual posability department. The plastic on him feels so light and delicate, but so sturdy and incredible at the same time, which makes him absolutely ideal for animation. So along with the minor cosmetic flaws, the only arguable nitpick on him I have in terms of functionality is the fact that his cassette boys can be a little bit of a pain to deploy due to the fact that the fit is very snug on the cassettes themselves and the springs are kinda weak in his chest. But at the end of the day, I was never really expecting perfection from a Chug figure, which is why I find it truly incredible how close they got, because they didn't fumble a single ball on this guy, aside from like maybe wrist swivels that could have potentially been added. The boombox is a gorgeously painted, kibble-free piece of 80s nostalgia with barely any signs it transforms. The cassette belt is objectively better than some standalone figures to come out of the Siege Micromasters. The robot mode is balanced and articulated to perfection, and it's incredibly user-friendly, and the battle against knock-off AI he stole his thorns! I don't fucking know how to end a video. Just go out and buy the son of a bitch and, I don't know, maybe sell some fucking blood plasma. $45! Element of surprise!
Actually, stop-motion reviewer, clear plastic has been proven to be chemically stronger. He has ascended!
Oh boy, it sure feels good to turn into the Autobot version of a music playing device. Hopefully nothing bad happens to my Decepticon counterpart. Hi, Squidward! Fuck!
And here, on what's totally my animation set and not my kitchen counter, you're gonna see some motherfucking peanut butter!